station lamps were trembling in the rain. A porter closed the gate and called no name. I held the ticket folded in my hand, while distant wheels were leaving through the land. Your shadow crossed the glass and disappeared. The loudest sound was everything I feared. I stayed beneath the clock that would not move. Beyond the platform, lanterns burned so low. They watched the final carriage slowly go. I kept the words I never learned to say, and let the night carry the train away. The coffee room was empty after 10. A worn-out song came drifting back again. The wooden bench still held a trace of cold, like every quiet promise growing old. The rain drew silver rivers down the stone. I heard the rails keep singing on their own. No one could tell me where the silence led. The hills received the fading engine light. The town became a photograph of night. I walked beneath the wires without a sound, and felt the years turn slowly underground. Perhaps another city knew your face. Perhaps the morning found a kinder place. I only knew the platform and the rain, and how a heart grows calm around its pain. When all the distant signals turned to blue, I left the gate, but carried part of you. The lanterns dimmed, the eastern sky grew pale, and dawn arrived behind the empty rail. One last drop fell softly from the eaves. The road went home beneath the sleeping trees. Winter coat is hanging by the door. The sleeves are still the way they were before. A little dust has settled on the seam, but nothing settles fully in a dream. The hallway light is weaker than it seems. It falls across the floor in amber streams. I pass it every evening on my way. I never move the coat you left behind. It keeps a colder season in my mind. No note was 1,000 reasons to believe. The radio plays softly in the room. A singer bends a note into the gloom. I pour another cup and let it cool. The night has never followed any rule. The neighbors close their curtains one by one. The street grows still when all the work is done. I hear the old clock settle in the wall. The coast remains where evening shadows meet. A patient shape that never knows defeat. It holds the scent of distant autumn air, and all the words that could not keep you there. One day I may release it from the nail and watch the dust rise gently in its trail. But not tonight, while rain is at the door and memory is walking through the floor. When morning finds the hallway washed in gray, I may step close and take the coat away. Not as a sign that everything is gone, but as a way to let the day move on. The organ fades, the window gathers light. The coat keeps one last shadow from the night. The harbor cranes were sleeping by the bay. A westbound bus was pulling far away. I took the road that followed every sign, past warehouse walls and rows of yellow light. The dashboard clock had crossed the midnight line. The road was yours, the empty seat was mine. A low guitar came drifting through the air. Westbound after midnight, town by town. With every mile the city settled down. I watched the pale horizon lose its glow, and wondered where the unfinished stories go. A roadside diner burned beside the rain. The waitress wiped a circle from the pane. She filled my cup and asked how far I'd drive. I said until the morning looked alive. The tires kept a rhythm on the road. The radio grew faint beneath its load. A harmony rose softly from the dark. fingers crossed above the river's breath, while silence sat beside me without rest. I used to think that distance made things clear, that every passing town would lose a year. But roads remember footsteps, names and rain, and every road eventually turns again. Westbound as the early sky grew wide, the coast became a silver line beside. I let the final song play to its end, and drove into the daylight like a friend. The harbor vanished somewhere in the blue. The road went on, but carried less of you. Watching the rain turn the world to stone. Oh, the train is leaving in the pouring rain, taking away the joy and leaving pain. I watch the windows blur into the night, losing the last of the fading light. Tickets in my pocket, nowhere to go. The rhythm of the tracks is steady, slow. I wonder if you're looking out the glass, watching the rainy landscape pass. Oh, the train is leaving in the pouring rain, taking away the joy and leaving pain. I watch the windows blur into the night, losing the last of the fading light. Maybe we'll meet on another line, when the stars and the moon align. But for now, the rain is all I know, watching the distant train lights glow. losing the last of the fading lights. Far away, far away, in the rain, in the rain. Goodbye, my love. Ride the night out of my reach, out of my sight. The station clock was 5 minutes behind, as though it wished to spare a little time. The rain had left a darkness on the floor, and someone softly locked the waiting room door. I heard the final engine fade from view. The stairwell held a trace of smoke and blue. My footsteps found the rhythm of the hall. When the station clock slows down at night, the past returns beneath the amber light. It does not ask for answers or a name. It only sits beside the quiet rain. A newspaper lay folded on a chair. The date had lost its meaning lying there. I touched the rim of one abandoned cup and watched the shadows of the rafters climb. The ticket booth was dark behind the glass. A train of memories continued past. The hands above me trembled into one. When the station clock forgets to move, the heart has one more hour left to lose. The empty rails grow silver in the cold, and every goodbye sounds a little low. I used to fear the silence after sound, the way a leaving train could shake the ground. But silence has a kind of voice with age. It turns the final sorrow into space. When the station clock begins again, the morning enters softly with the rain. I leave the bench, the stairwell, and the night, and walk toward the pale returning light. One quiet bell completes its measured tone. The station breathes, and I am going home. The chairs were turned upon the tables high. A tired moon was fading in the sky. The owner counted coins beside the till, while River Street grew quiet on the hill. Your empty cup was waiting by the wall, a faded ring of coffee, nothing more. I heard the closing hour whisper low at the last cafe on River Street. The night and old confessions used to meet. We traded little dreams beneath the light before the river carried off the night. The jukebox played a record worn and slow, a song we both pretended not to know. The muted guitar trembled through the room like summer rain remembered in December. The owner drew the curtains one by one. The eastern roofs were waiting for the sun. I kept my hands around the cooling cup at the last cafe before the dawn. I learned that some departures linger on. No letter waited underneath the door, only footsteps fading from the floor. To return, it only held the lights that used to burn, and moved them past the bridges out of sight, the way the years move softly through a life. When the last cafe unlocked again, the street was washed and shining after rain. I left one coin beside the empty seat and walked beyond the end of River Street. The doorbell gave a final silver sound. The river kept on turning through the town. I found your map beneath the passenger seat. The corners curved from summer dust and heat. A pencil line still crossed the county road, past fields where evening settled soft and gold. The engine hummed a steady, lonesome tune. A farmhouse light came on beneath the moon. I followed where the faded markings led. There was dust along the county line and miles of borrowed road behind. sign leaned sideways by the creek. The pain had lost the words we came to seek. I stopped beside a field of winter grain and heard the wire fences sing your name. A freight truck passed and vanished in the west. The evening laid its shadow on my chest. I folded up the map and drove ahead. There were lights beyond the county line, smaller stars in another time. I crossed the bridge where all the willows grew and left the oldest part of us in view. The road can hold the weight of many years without a word about the hands or tears. It simply bends beneath the open sky and lets each traveler choose the next goodbye. Placed your map beneath the roadside stone, then followed morning toward a place called home. The wind moved gently through the roadside pine and covered every track along the line. The blue tables waited after closing time, each holding half a story, half a rhyme. The waiter swept beneath the amber shade, where all our careful promises were made. A quiet chord remained above the room. The flowers leaned together in the gloom. I watched the final candle lose its flame. Blue tables after closing knew us well. They kept the words that neither one could tell. The empty glasses caught the ceiling light and held a little summer through the night. The guitar player fastened up his case, then nodded once and slowly left the place. A taxi passed like water on the street, its red reflection trembling at my feet. The upright bass had faded into air, but something warm was moving through the chair. A shadow crossed the doorway and was gone. Blue tables in the hour before the rain still carried every unfinished refrain. I touched the cloth where once your hand had lain, then heard the shutters closing out your name. Some rooms grow older, gently with the years. They polish every laugh and soften tears. They never ask the reasons people leave. They only keep the silence they receive. Blue tables met the first light of the day. The room became an ordinary grave. I thanked the man who waited by the door and left the night where it had been before. One chair remained beneath the amber glow. Then all the cafe lights went out below. Above the bookshop faced the rain. Its narrow walls remembered every name. A wooden desk stood close beside the bed, with one old lamp and 3 books left unread. The floorboards spoke whenever midnight came. The chimney breathed a little smoke and flame. I wrote the date and waited for a thought in the room above the bookshop door. Street below, but every passing stranger crossed the square and left the stairway silent in the air. The owner brought a parcel up at noon, a record wrapped in paper from June. I placed it by the window near the chair and let the needle find the music there. The piano joined the rain in measured time. The strings arrived as softly as a sign. I turned the page, but could not read the words. In the room where winter settled down, I watched the lamps awaken through the town. The record turned beneath its circle of light and carried one lost summer through the night. quiet place to stand until the heart can open up its hand. When the room received the morning sun, I knew the longest waiting had been done. I closed the books, then lifted up the shade and watched the roofs grow silver where it rained. The record stopped, the stairway gave a sigh. I left the key and walked beneath the sky. Down beside the track and raised his lamp, then slowly turned his back. The organ moved like morning through the hall. A pale reflection climbed the station wall. I heard the distant crossing bell begin. Signal lights at daybreak called me on. The darkest part of waiting had been gone. The rails ran east beneath the widening sky and gave the night a place to say goodbye. A paper cup was warming both my hands. The timetable showed towns across the land. A child beside his father watched the line as though the world would arrive exactly on time. The engine breathed behind the platform gate. No one could tell the heart how long to wait. The green light opened softly through the gray. Signal lights beneath the morning cloud spoke without a voice and not too loud. Spoke without a voice and not too loud. They showed the track beyond the final bend, where every leaving road may start again. I used to think a farewell closed the door and nothing waited on the other shore. But dawn can find the smallest strip of ground and turn a silent rail to living sound. Signal lights wasted time, and I kept moving too.
Lifted up the board beside the chair and found a stack of letters hidden there. The paper held the color of the years. The ink had blurred in places close to tears. Your careful hand still leaned across each line, as though the words were waiting for their time. I opened one beneath the amber glow. Letters beneath the floorboard spoke at last in quiet sentences preserved from the past. They never asked me why I stayed away. They only kept the things we could not say. One page described the Sunday afternoon, the garden gate, the radio, the moon. Another told a winter by the sea, and every road that brought you back to me. The organ breathed behind the falling rain. The room grew warm around an older pain. I placed the pages gently on my knee. Letters beneath the timber and the dust still carried all the weight of patient trust. No grand confession waited in the lines, just ordinary love and borrowed time. I used to think the years erased the truth and left behind the shadows of our youth. But words can rest where footsteps never go, and wait until the heart is still enough to know. Letters beneath the floorboards met the dawn. The room grew pale and something heavy passed on. I tied them with the ribbon you once wore, then placed them in the light beside the door. The old house settled softly in the rain. I closed the floor and kept one final page. Sunday road when turning through the pine. The morning sun was pale and out of time. I drove beneath the branches hanging low, past wooden homes and fields of melting snow. A paper map lay open by my side. The river kept appearing as my guide. I followed where the narrow shadows ran on a Sunday road through pine and stone. I heard the quiet country call me home. The miles were soft, the sky was washed and white, and every hill kept something safe inside. A church bell crossed the valley after 10, then faded through the cedar trees again. An old man waited beside a garden wall, as if he knew the reason for it all. The tires moved like whispers on the ground. No city voice could reach me with its sound. I lowered down the window to the air on a Sunday road beside the stream. The years returned like pages from a dream. I saw the bridge where we had carved a name, now worn by wind but standing there the same. Some journeys do not lead to any door. They teach the heart what distance may be for. A road can bend and still remain sincere, and bring an older part of us more near. On a Sunday road beneath the blue, I left a field of old regrets in view. The pines grew small behind the rising hill, and morning found the road within me still. The map lay closed, the river moved below. I drove where only quiet travelers go. The cafe wore the light of late September. A golden shade the windows still remember. Two amber cups were resting on the tray, while afternoon was slowly turning gray. You spoke about a town beside the sea, and how the autumn air had set you free. The brush drums moved like footsteps in the hall. Amber cups in late September light held all the warmth we borrowed for the night. We did not make a promise or a plan. We only watched the season touch our hands.
The waiter changed the flowers by the door. A yellow leaf came turning to the floor. The electric piano filled the room with chords as soft as perfume in the gloom. You trace a circle slowly on the glass, as though the hour might hesitate to pass. Outside, the avenue was growing still. Amber cups beside the window pane caught every silver thread of evening rain. Your smile became a quiet autumn scene, too warm to keep, too gentle to explain. Not every love must ask the world to stay. Some live within a single fading day. They leave no wound that needs a name or cure. Only a light the heart can keep secure. Amber cups met October's early blue. The cafe woke, but no one sat with you. I passed the glass and felt the season turn, still carrying the warmth that did not burn. A yellow leaf crossed softly through the square. The room kept one September evening there.
The bell above my father's shop still rings, a little sharp from age and colder springs. The painted letters fade above the door, but morning finds them faithfully once more. The shelves still hold the jars of nails and thread. The wooden counter bears the marks he made. I hear his measured footsteps in the grain. The bell above my father's shop would say, another neighbor crossed the street that day. He knew their names, their troubles, and their years, and weighed out every kindness without scales. A calendar from 1979 still hangs beside an old repairing sign. The radio is silent near the wall where once the evening baseball voices called. I found his coat behind the storeroom chair, the scent of wood and winter settled there. Outside the market opened in the rain. The bell above the doorway answered clear, as though the older days were standing near. No crowd returned, no miracle appeared, but something is told. The bell above the shop rang once for me, then morning crossed the dusty window clean. I turned the sign and opened up the door, and heard his patient footsteps on the floor. The street grew warm beneath the waking sun. The bell kept ringing softly, one by one. The lobby clock was nearing 2:30. The carpet held a tired shade of blue. A night clerk read beneath the yellow lamp, while rain ran down the windows, cold and damp. The elevator opened with a sigh, then closed upon an empty floor above. The clean guitar moved softly through the room. Neon fading from the lobby wall made every passing shadow thin and small. I sat beneath the artificial light and watched the city loosen from the night. A suitcase waited near the velvet chair. No tag remained to tell who left it there. The piano played a chord and let it fall, like one forgotten name along the hall. A taxi crossed the entrance in the rain. Its headlights drew a river on the pane. The night clerk turned another quiet page. Neon fading over marble floors could not reveal what waited past the doors. The empty lift returned from somewhere high and opened like a question without reply. A hotel never keeps the ones who stay. It lends a room, then sends them on their way. But every hallway gathers something true, a little of the lives that travel through. Neon vanished when the morning came. The lobby lost its blue electric flame. I lifted up my coat and crossed the floor, then left
the silent suitcase by the door. The elevator bell rang once behind. The street received the last of nighttime.
I found a photograph beneath the ties. The summer afternoon behind your eyes. The corners bent where someone held it tight. The colors fading softly out of sight. A record turned beneath the yellow shade. The room remembered promises we made. I brushed the dust away, but left the years. The photograph inside the drawer still held the road beside the shore. We looked as though the days would never close, before we learned how quietly time goes. Behind the picture, someone wrote a date. A Sunday in the summer of '88. Your coat was white, the sea was dark and blue. I stood beside a younger shape of you. The electric piano moved through the rain. A muted guitar answered every phrase. I placed the picture gently on the desk. The photograph beneath the light returned one ordinary night. No voice came back, no door opened wide. Only the years sat quietly beside. A picture never tells what came before, or why two people crossed a different shore. It only keeps 1 second from the stream and leaves the rest to memory and dream. The photograph went in a wooden frame. I did not hide the date or change the name. The morning found it standing near the glass, a small and honest window to the past. The record stopped, the early light appeared. The picture stayed, but nothing felt as feared. Snow gathered on the telephone wires, above the roofs and sleeping chimney fires. The hallway phone remained beside the wall, as though it still expected one last call. I checked the clock and listened to the night. The street below was covered white. The piano held a single patient tone. Snow on the telephone wire stayed above the words we never made. The line was still, the winter sky was white, and all the distant voices slept outside. A number written faintly near the phone had waited many seasons there alone. I traced the ink but did not turn the dial. The room grew quiet for a little while. The low strings moved like shadows through the hall. A branch released its snow beside the wall. The receiver held the coldness of my hand. Snow on the wires began to fall, and silver pieces past the wall. No ringing came, no answer crossed the air. Only the night remained to listen there. Some calls belong to years that cannot hear. Some names grow softer as they disappear. The heart may keep a number all its life, and never need to ask the past to speak. The telephone line, the morning light was pale and kind. I wiped the number gently from the wall and opened up the curtains to the fall. The hallway warmed beneath the winter sun. The silent phone had nothing left undone. Boat moved slowly past the dock. The ropes were wet, the wooden rails were cold. The night smelled faintly of the sea and smoke. A low horn crossed the water from afar.
notes against the air. The clean guitar came drifting from above and disappeared beneath a passing car. The tide moved under every silent boat. A silver chain was tapping on the post. The fog began to loosen from the bay. Harbor lights across the gray showed a quiet road away. The water carried every broken gleam and joined them in one long and moving stream. The harbor never asks the ships to stay. It gives them a rope and sends them on their way. But every lamp remains through mist and rain to guide the ones who turn toward home again. Harbor lights beneath the dawn shone where all the fog had gone. I left the pier as morning touched the foam and followed one small road that led me home. The final horn grew softer in the blue. The harbor kept the night I traveled through. The bridge was warm beneath the August sun. We crossed it slowly when the day was done. The river carried leaves and broken light, while swallows turned above us into night. You tied your hair and leaned against the rail. A distant church bell traveled through the veil. We thought the season still had weeks to spare. The bridge where summer ended stood above the river and the wood. We left our names beneath the painted beam and walked away inside the evening dream. I found the bridge again in early fall. The ivy had turned crimson on the wall. The river ran beneath the colder sky, and no one waited on the other side. The cello moved like water through the trees. A paper leaf went turning in the breeze. I placed my hand upon the wooden rail. The bridge where autumn found the stream still kept the outline of a dream. initials faded into grain, but held their shade beneath the wind and rain. Keep a summer living in one space. It only joins the distances below and gives the heart one final way to go. The bridge beneath the evening blue led me away from younger you. I crossed alone but did not feel the same. Took the sorrow, not the name. The swallows vanished past the western hill. The bridge remained, the water traveled still.
One lamp was burning in the upstairs hall. A narrow line of gold was on the wall. The house had settled after midnight rain, and every room had learned to breathe again. I climbed the stairs and touched the wooden rail. The clock below repeated one soft tale. A nylon guitar whispered from the room. One lamp in the upstairs hall kept watch above the sleeping wall. It shone upon the pictures in their frames and gave a little shelter to their names. The bedroom door was open, just a trace. The mirror held an older version of my face. A folded shirt lay waiting on the chair, beside a book and glasses resting there. The electric piano warmed the empty floor. I heard the rain return against the door. The hallway light remained without a sound. One lamp above the quiet stair made every empty room seem near. It did not bring the missing voices home, but made the house feel less entirely alone.
was waiting for the dawn. When all the final rain had gone, I turned it off and opened every shade. The house received the morning we had made. The upstairs hall grew silver in the sun. The night was still, but all its work was done.
The morning train crossed fields of willow green, past barns and roads no city map had seen. A cup of coffee trembled by my hand, while sunlight moved across the waking land. The wheels repeated something soft and low, a wordless song from years ago. I watched the rain release the window glass. The morning train through willow fields carried all the time that distance heals. The towns went by like pictures in a frame, each one too brief to ask me for your name. A farmer raised his hand beside the gate. The church clock said the hours are running late. A child across the aisle began to sleep, while shadows crossed the river dark and deep. The organ warmed the quiet underneath. The countryside drew one long breath. I folded up the letter on my knee. The morning train beneath the blue found a road the years had hidden from view. The bridges passed, the willow branches swayed, and every mile made yesterday less afraid. A train cannot return the way it came, or give the passing stations back their names. It only keeps its rhythm through the rain, and teaches restless hearts to move again. The morning train reached open ground, where hills replaced the old familiar town. I left your letter folded by the pane, and faced the day beyond the final rain. The willow fields grew silver in the sun. The train moved dawn, and morning had begun. The waiter turned the chairs at 1:30. The avenue was empty when he'd done. A silver spoon lay resting near the till. The room grew smaller, warmer and more still. The hollow guitar answered from the wall. A taxi passed but did not stop at all. I watched the final candle bend and fade. The waiter turned the chairs upside down. Above the sleeping tables of the town, I kept one cup between my hands a while, and thought about the distance in your smile. He wiped the window slowly with a cloth. The rain had blurred the street and traffic lights. A newspaper was folded by the door, with yesterday already on the floor. The upright bass moved softly through the room. The electric piano opened in the gloom. I heard the lock turn gently in the frame. The waiter dimmed the amber light and left one corner glowing through the night. No one returned to claim the empty seat, or finish what was spoken on the street. Some places close before the heart is through. They sweep the dust but leave a trace of you. They stack the chairs and silence every song, yet memory stays seated all night long. The waiter raised the blinds at dawn. The rain had stopped, the longest shade was gone. I paid the bill and crossed the quiet floor, then heard the chairs come down behind the door. The cafe woke beneath the morning gray. I joined the street and let the room remain. stars, past sleeping fields and rows of rusted cars. The dashboard light was low and amber red. A fading song was playing up ahead. The white lines moved like pages through the night. The distant hills were holding back the light. I kept the window open to the air. On the old highway, beneath the stars, I counted every town and passing car. The road was wide, the night was calm and deep, and every mile released a memory. A service station flickered near the bend. The owner waved as though I were a friend. I filled the tank and listened to the wind, then watched the empty road begin again. The guitar traced a line across the blue. The sky grew pale where morning would come through. I turned the radio a little low. On the old highway before the dawn, the signs grew small and older fears were gone. No destination waited like a prize, only the road beneath the changing sky. The silence travel by your side. On the old highway in morning light, the fields appeared beyond the edge of night. I saw the eastern hills begin to shine, and knew the road ahead was finally mine. The stars grew faint above the open land. The wheel felt steady underneath my hand. Smoke rose above the orchard road, from chimneys near the house we used to know. The apple trees were dark against the hill, and every branch remembered winter still. A
A bicycle lay resting by the gate. The garden clock was running 10 minutes late. I heard a dog bark somewhere through the mist. Smoke above the orchard road drifted where the autumn river flowed. The house looked small beneath the evening sky, but held the years we never said goodbye. The kitchen window carried amber light. A woman drew the curtains for the night. The wooden fence had leaned into the rain, but someone had repaired the gate again. The cello moved beneath the guitar strings like distant bells and slowly turning springs. I stood beside the road and breathed the air. Smoke above the orchard trees moved softly with the cold October breeze. The lane remained, the river crossed the land, but time had placed new names in every hand. A hometown does not wait the way we dream. It changes every doorway, road and stream. Yet something in the evening smoke remains, a quiet thread between the years and names. Oh, smoke above the orchard road faded as the early starlight showed. I left the gate and walked beyond the hill. The house grew small, but stayed inside me still. The orchard darkened underneath the blue. The road went on and carried something true.
Before the hallway light goes out, I walk once more through every room. The photographs are pale beneath the glass. The furniture holds shadows from the past. The clock below repeats a measured sound. The old house breathes when no one is around. I touch the frame beside the bedroom door. Before the hallway light goes out, I let the quiet settle all about. No voices rise, no footsteps cross the floor. something more. A folded blanket rests upon the chair. A trace of winter still remains there. The piano waits beneath its cover gray, like one old friend with nothing left to say. The strings arrive as gently as the rain. The window shows the empty garden lane. I turn the final page beside the lamp. Before the hallway turns to dark, I see the years in every fading mark. The walls have kept the laughter and the strain, and given both a quiet place to remain. Timber or the stone, it is the life that learns to call it home. And when the final evening reaches through, the rooms release what they once carried for you. The morning enters softly from outside. The clock completes one calm and final sound. The light goes out, but peace remains around. Beside the river bend, as though the longest night had found its end. The willow leaves release their silver weight, and morning waited quietly by the gate. The water carried branches toward the sea. The organ breathed a little warmth through me. I watched the final circles disappear, where the rain leaves the river clear. The distant shore begins to reappear. No thunder stays, no storm can hold the sky. The water keeps the tears and passes by. A fisherman untied his weathered boat. The current turned beneath his faded coat. He raised one hand and drifted from the land, while sunlight opened slowly on the sand. The guitar found a calmer way to move. The morning gave the clouds a
softer blue. I folded every sorrow into one. Where the rain releases every stone, the river finds a language of its own. It does not ask the hills to understand. It simply carries darkness from the land. Forget the road ahead is not behind us yet. Where the rain meets the early sun, the longest part of leaving has been done. I crossed the bridge and heard the river say that even grief must travel on its way. The willow branches lifted in the light, the river kept the last remains of night. First light lay across the empty yard, on silent rails in one abandoned car. The signal tower watched the morning rise, while faded clouds withdrew across the sky. A worker opened up the eastern gate. The clock above the office showed no haste. The piano found a simple waking chord. First light over the empty yard made every rusted rail seem less forgotten. The night had left its shadow on the ground, but morning placed a golden edge around. A sparrow landed softly on the line, then flew beyond the old departure sign. The waiting room received a trace of sun, as though another journey had begun. The clean guitar moved gently through the air. No hurried voice or heavy step was there. I heard the distant engine come alive. First light through the station glass turned every quiet minute from the past. The doors remain, the benches stay the same, but daylight gave the room another name. also holds the road that carries on. First light opened up the line beyond the hill where morning started to shine. I left the yard before the whistle blew and walked beneath the calm and widening blue. The signal changed from amber into green. The day began where night had once been.
The record turns beneath the amber shade. Its final song is softer as it fades. My coat is waiting by the wooden chair. The rain has left a clean and quiet air. I will be home before the record ends, before the needle reaches silence again. No one is waiting underneath the light. Still there is peace in walking home tonight. The cafe owner lowers every blind. A last piano chord remains behind. I place the empty cup beside the tray, then thank the room that held the rain away. I will be home before the morning shows, past sleeping streets and gardens lined in rows. The years may keep the things they carry through, but every road has somewhere kind to lead us to. No final song can bring the past around, or keep a vanished train within its sound. It only gives the heart a little space to leave with calm and close the door with grace. I will be home when eastern windows shine, with nothing left to borrow from the night. The record stops, the room becomes complete, and dawn begins beneath my quiet feet. The needle lifts, the final chord is gone. I close the door and walk in